Previously on The Completionist.
My name is Gerard Dragon Rider Khalil. For 1 year straight, I've been playing games 100% and creating these videos you see here. I've defended games from the internet, given top 10 views on certain aspects of gaming, and I've even covered major gaming events. Along with my good friends, Greg and Alex, we have built our reputations for being known as the Completionist, the Mediocrist, and the Proofist. Greg has worked diligently to prove to everyone that he is not good at video games. Until now. This is the story of the day that I was dethroned from my title of the Completionist. Yes!
Mega Man X4. 4 times the murder.
Hey guys, my name is Gerard Dragon Rider Khalil, and I'm the Completionist.
The Completionist.
What is the Completionist, you ask? Well, technically it's not even a word, but I think of it as someone who...
Gerard, what are you doing? We have our set in here. Why are you filming in front of your old broken bed?
Oh yeah. Hey guys, my name is Gerard Dragon Rider Khalil, and I'm the Completionist.
Wait, Gerard, why are you doing this all over again? Everyone knows who you are already.
What is the Completionist, you ask? Well, technically it's not even a word, but I think of it as someone who...
Whoa, hey! We've done this before, Gerard. What are you doing? This is like the whole first episode just over again. Why are we doing it?
Let's dive into the gameplay. Gameplay.
You okay? You good?
The gameplay.
Gameplay.
Aw yeah, Mega Man X. This is going to be awesome!
But Batman, are you okay? Seriously, what the Sam Honkus is going on? We've been here before!
What are you talking about, Greg? In fact, this is the first episode of our show called The Completionist. Actually, why does that say Mega Man X4? Oh, we did an episode on Mega Man X already!
That's what I've been trying to tell you!
We all know the basic premise of what Mega Man X is. If you don't, here's a refresher. Several years after the original invention of Mega Man X was discovered, and his body was used as a template for technological advancement of robotics. Although robots, also known as REUPLOADED later on, were created to help mankind, because the technology is new and unrefined, these new robots could go maverick, or basically turn evil, which spawned the creation of a group called the Maverick Hunters. But even Maverick Hunters go maverick sometimes. Mega Man X and his buddy Zero are at the top of their game when it comes to big game hunting for Maverick Hunters. And finally, our story. At this point in time, an entire political army faction known as the Repliforce exists, fighting for equality for all Reploids, with the dreams of having their own nation one day. The problem is that the human creators are worried that the Repliforce will get too powerful and wipe out the human race. The Maverick Hunters are on the job yet again to make sure that things go smoothly as the Repliforce grows in numbers. But various acts of terrorism create a lot of gray area as many members of the Repliforce are going maverick. While X has personal issues realizing that this is ultimately his fault, Zero deals with the fact that he's a killing machine designed by Dr. Wily as he struggles to figure out what side he's on. And in the mix, of course, there's someone who's controlling the Repliforce into various acts of terrorism, which lead into the Repliforce wanting to expand into space with a weapon that can wipe out the entire planet. You know, no big deal. It's up to you to save the day by defeating Big the Cat with either X or Zero while meeting new characters that are important to our protagonists, such as Iris, the Colonel, the General, and Double. Also, Mario's a playable character.
Pretty sure something about that last part didn't seem to add up.
Whoa!
What?
He just danced to Fortnite! Alrighty, whew, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Now, the biggest difference between X and X4 are the settings and character models. The art development for X4 has grown exponentially since X. Each level is extremely detailed and very interactive. Just like in X, you can destroy some of the environments with special skills you receive throughout the game. Borrowing a page from Sega, Capcom made it so that in X4, each level split into two acts, Act 1 and Act 2, with the second act being more difficult and more interesting. One level in particular is the Split Mushroom stage, dealing with the spiral staircase. It looks awesome and it gives great headaches. One of the coolest things about X4's art design is the little through lines in between some of the levels. For instance, in Storm Owl's stage, there are flying hammerhead sharks in the background. Later on in the Space Station stage, you'll actually see these flying in the background as well.
It makes perfect sense. What type of spaceship should an owl have? A giant shark. Hey, is that Clunker?
What really makes this game stick out to me is the narrative storytelling, or lack thereof to some, through the animation cutscenes and voice acting. Yes, some of these voice actors are just awful, and they do hinder the overall feel, but the Jackie Chan anime approach totally works, and to me, it actually conveys the emotional connection these characters feel with one another. This next example is actually a spoiler for the end of Mega Man X4, so if you want to skip that, go ahead and click the annotation. You've been warned. One of the most iconic scenes in this game comes towards the end of Zero's campaign when he defeats the one person he loves, Iris. Well, maybe loves, because he can't really love because he's a robot, and she's... Anyways, she tries to kill him because he killed her brother, and so now she's dying in his arms, and he yells that iconic phrase that everyone knows.
There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
You know, I kinda wish she died like all the other Mavericks and Reploids do.
What? What am I fighting for?
The character designs go hand in hand with the new settings. There's a whole bunch of new enemies to fight with, and there's also several mini-bosses on different stages. Some old friends make it back into the mix. There's the bats, and even Met made it back into this game. But this time he has a walkie-talkie. What do you think all the Mets say to one another with their walkie-talkies now?
Hey, what do you think the specials are at Sizzler tonight? Probably death.
I don't get it.
I guess we should try to warn each other on these things. You guys see the last episode of Super Nanny?
The main thing here that got on my nerves was some of the sound effects got really irritating. For instance, when Zero uses his charge shot from Cyber Peacock, he yells, "Get ready!" Not only is it kind of weird, but it totally breaks the badass image that is painted of Zero. And it only gets worse when Zero just climb humps the corner of a wall. Lastly, the music is very effective in telling you on how to feel during gameplay. It can get you amped up, it can cool you down, and everything in between. My favorite music will always be the boss intro music. It's not quite like the original, but it's very different. It really gets you excited to jump into the next level. You hardcore fans of my show out there will recognize this music from my top 10 videos. And not to mention, every time you hear it, you get to go into Deadeye mode and get all the Mumbo tokens.
I guess I should have cut you off at top 10s then.
Go around the wall! The X series up to this point has had the reputation of instructing the player while introducing new gameplay mechanics without changing what we already know and love about the game. The standard option obviously is to play as X, but for the first time ever, you can play a full-fledged campaign as Zero, and the gameplay is incredibly different. Now before you all start commenting about how yes, you can play as Zero on Mega Man X3, let's not be too hasty about this. You don't really get to enjoy playing as him. Yes, you get to play for a few parts of a few levels, but you don't really get to experience what he really is. And if you die, you lose your privileges.
You're grounded, son!
Ultimately, playing with X feels the exact same, but his animations have been updated and he feels more fast and durable. The big game changer lies in playing as Zero. Yes, the levels are the exact same, but how you control the character is very different. X relies on his X-Buster, while Zero relies on close combat with his lightsaber, which is amazing. It feels like a completely different game. Zero does not get any kind of armor upgrades, however, when you defeat a Maverick, Zero learns a new ability. With Mega Man and Mega Man X, they generally will absorb the enemy's moveset, but with Zero, he learns a completely new skill, such as a double jump, maybe an air dash, to even a fire uppercut. Not to mention, you get a great laugh at all the Japanese names that the announcer has to say.
you learn Susan. Who the hell's Susan?
What would an X game be without armor upgrades, heart tanks, and energy tanks? Not an X game, that's what. 2 more collectibles have been added in this game. A weapon tank, which allows you to restore one weapon of your choosing that's low, and a purple gumball machine that throws green gumballs around in the air that makes you start out with 5 lives when you get game over. Now, we all know that X starts every quest with no upgrades, and yet when you get to the end of the game, you get to look and feel like a mech badass warrior.
Wait, doesn't that mean that Dr. Light has created nearly 24 different capsules to give X as upgrades? Why didn't he just leave them somewhere he'd know X would go? Or perhaps just give him everything to begin with?
Because then there would be no point to playing the game, Greg. The armor upgrades are different enough from previous installments. The boots let you air dash and hover, the armor lets you have a flying Nova maneuver similar to that of the Mega Man X2 armor upgrade, and the helmet allows you to have unlimited ammo for your weapons.
Unlimited helmet ammo? That's way better than regular non-helmet ammo. What's the point in getting ammo then?
You also get to choose between 2 different upgrades for your buster. You can choose to store 4 charge shots or 1 big plasma shot. Hint, the plasma shot's the better of the 2. And with it, you can charge your weapons you gain from enemy bosses, creating a cool big effect like from the previous games. The 8 levels you travel your way through are really different and make you think on your toes at all times. The robotic armors do make a return, and you even get to ride on a motorcycle type machine thing with jets and whatnot. The 8 robot masters in this game, while not my favorite, do provide a lot of fun and challenging fights. Yes, Split Mushroom and Web Spider aren't exactly the most creative bosses ever, but Magma Dragoon and Slash Beast are pretty badass to fight. But because this is a Mega Man game, of course, most of the bosses still suffer from Spark Mandrill syndrome. In fact, some worse than others.
Welcome to my evil lair. I am Jet Stingray, Lord of the Sea. I am Lord of the Sea. Let me finish introducing myself. Alright, a battle is what you... What? Well, a battle... You shall have! Okay, seriously, that's enough. You need it. Okay, now I'm steamed. Now you better watch out for... No, you're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this. This is the last time Spark Mandrill was my... I'm exploding again.
So you've defeated the 8 robot masters as either X or 0. You got all the armor pieces, heart tanks, energy tanks, weapon tank, and the gumball machine. It's time to stop the Repliforce from having their own independence. Maybe. They're evil. What's going on? Like in the older games, once you've defeated all 8 robot masters, you have to go to a new centralized location 3 or 4 times. The first time you go, you try to stop the Colonel, which you do because you're the heroes of this game. The second time you visit the stage, it changes a little bit. If you're playing as X, you're gonna fight Double, who's supposed to be X's spotter in the beginning of the game. Turns out that he's actually a double agent.
I get it!
And if you're 0, you fight Iris, from whom I've talked about before. She fights 0 because he killed her brother, the Colonel. But she kind of loves 0, so there's this gray, weird thing going on, which leads to...
What? What am I fighting for?
And after you fought either Double or Iris, it's time to take on the General, the leader of the Repliforce. And if you're X, it's a pretty easy fight. If you're 0, prepare to be very, very patient. It's going to suck. You're gonna need to try your best to be patient, but it's very hard when you're me, who's lost his patience many months ago. And lastly, you've got to tackle the traditional 8 robot masters again and take on the one man who's behind the entire scheme of controlling the Repliforce, Sigma. Big surprise there.
Especially since they show him during a cutscene.
With X, it's the whole speech of blah blah blah, you're a jerk, I'ma kill you. But with 0, it's much different. We are given a nice cutscene that gives us great insight as to who 0 was before he became a Maverick Hunter. Designed by Dr. Wily, 0's primary objective used to be to hunt down the original Mega Man. Several brawls later, Sigma and Zero meet, and at this time of engagement, Sigma was the leader of the Maverick Hunters, so the roles were flipped. Zero did defeat Sigma, but because of interference with his programming, Zero becomes stunned, which leads Sigma to knock out Zero's helmet crystal, which removes his thirst to want to end Mega Man. This also infects Sigma with the Zero virus, which makes him turn Maverick, which is the plot of the next game. Sigma is quite hard to take on for the first time, but if you've excelled at using your skills, you'll beat him pretty easily. I do love the dark and depressing undertones with the endings that you get. X deals with the fact that one day he himself may become Maverick and Zero might end him, which scares him. Meanwhile, Zero deals with the fact that no matter what side he's on, no matter who's Repliforce or Maverick, he can't decide and that he'll end up killing everyone eventually, making that gray area of humanistic judgment very hard for him to define.
Robots are fun! And certainly not depressing.
There's no completion bonus to this game. Unlike previous X's, where you can get one-hit KO items inspired from Street Fighter, you actually get 2 cheat codes instead. The first cheat code is for Mega Man X. If you type it in correctly, X's interior armor will be purple in the opening level. Immediately after beating the first level, go straight to Web Spider's jungle. Halfway through the level, you can find the boot upgrade capsule, but instead of getting just the boots, you will get the ultimate black armor. This armor is the same as gathering all the pieces together, with 2 exceptions. 1, you're black, and 2, unlimited Nova. You can literally Nova your way through this game and finish it within 30 minutes. It's quite unfair, but it's actually really fun. The other code you can use to unlock is to get an evil version of Zero, or Black Zero from Mega Man X2. Although you get no bonus from using Black Zero, he still looks pretty badass.
Huh, interesting. So that means you can play the game technically 4 times with a different experience every time? Well, that's neato.
What's that, Greg? Play the game 2 more times for no reason because I'm the completionist? Looks like I'm completing the games 2 more times because
Gerard,
I'm the
you don't
completionist.
need to play the game 2 more times. You beat it once as X and once as Zero. No one will get upset if you don't.
I'm the completionist telling you to eat healthy, play your video games, Greg. Yeah. Mega Man X4 is quite possibly the best first-person shooter on the planet. With an amazing RPG soundtrack and Zero's use of the overdrive system, Zero is a great character and a great game. Also, he has light boobs. Light bulb boobs, and they're great. I wish I had light bulb boobs. Do you have any light bulb boobs? This game gets my completionist rating of Completionist.
Completionist. What did I just say?
Hey, alright, I've had enough of this. Hey, Gerard, what's the deal, man? What's going on?
I got into the beta of StarCraft 2. It's amazing. Speaking of StarCraft 2, Diablo 3 is the greatest game of all time. Actually, no, it's the worst game of all time. Actually, I played it once and I got a free coin. Hell, speaking of free coins, have you played New Mario Bros. 18? It's actually kind of cool. You get to control a spaceship and Bowser has like 8 legs. Speaking of 8 legs, Kingdom Hearts
I think I
87.
finally might have broken it. I never should have completed that game. What can I do? How can I fix him? Who should I call? I know who I should call.
Thanks for showing up, Fish. I figured you're the only one that can really help us, seeing as you guys are beard brothers.
Yeah, I think I have just the thing. I'm gonna use my beard fibulator. Clear! Damn it! This should have worked! I'm gonna do it again!
Yeah.
Clear! Damn you!
Try it
Damn
one more
you,
time.
Gerard! Okay! You get all over the place! Clear!
Damn it.
Damn.
This is
I
gonna
think our
be
consistency's off or something.
a lot harder than I once thought. Who else can we call? I mean,
Ryan, you got anything?
Guys, I'm on camera today. I can't do anything.
But can you do anything?
You will never amount to anything. Well, I tried.
who else can we call? Thanks for showing up, Davis, especially on such short notice.
Oh, dude, anything for the beard, man. What's the problem?
Well, I mean, after I completed a game, he just went into this weird comatose state. And Fish tried to fix him, and Ryan tried to fix him, and we're just out of ideas.
You got anything?
I could just take his games.
What the hell would that do?
Then I would have more games.
Yeah, it's good.
I shouldn't have called you. Alex, you're our last hope. You're also literally the last person we called. I mean, we called the Warp Zone, everybody at Normal Boots, Continue, PBG, everyone at TGS, Husky, Bat Boys, Smosh, Justine. I really don't know why I did. Help us, Alex! God,
All right,
help us.
let's just think about what happened. When was the last time you were stable?
Well, I mean, it was right before I completed Red Dead Redemption.
Such a good game.
We totally could play this.
Right. Well, he was okay, and then I completed the game, and then he started.
That's it! You completed the game! He's gone into beard hibernation mode.
I'm not following.
Greg, when you completed that game, you upset the equilibrium of the universe. We have to have you suck at a game to restore balance. Don't you understand? You gotta play Mega Man X4, and you gotta just suck so bad that your kids will never even want to play video games again.
That makes perfect sense.
I'm gonna go put these games in my car. Good luck at sucking, Greg.
Wait. I'm fairly confident in my ability to suck at things. Alex, I accept your challenge.
Well, it's not really a challenge.
I accept your challenge.
Suck, 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 suck,
Hey.
suck, suck.
Hey,
suck.
I might actually beat the intro.
Suck, 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 suck.
You know what?
Suck, suck.
It's Gerard
suck,
anyways.
Suck, suck.
I really like that guy. I can
Suck,
complete the
suck,
What?
Suck,
What
suck,
the?
suck,
The floor?
suck,
How do I?
Suck, suck,
How
suck,
do I?
suck,
The
suck,
floor
suck,
is
suck,
not.
suck, suck, suck.
No! Yes!
Suck a lot!
That's a lot of fun.
Yes!
You suck so much, so much.
All systems nominal.
Engage.
Yes! Hail to the king, baby! What's going on, boys?
You just stole your games.
You, Greg!
I was gonna be the completionist.
Hey!
Welcome back.
You made it.
Thank you so much.
Gerard, your beard.
What? You know what you must do, my beard brother.
Right.
What is it?
Seriously, you don't? Do you even watch my show?
No.
Yes!
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching our 1 year anniversary video of The Completionist.
One full, magical, crazy, bears-filled year.
I've not slept in so long.
I have pretty well actually.
We want to thank everyone who's been helping us from the beginning, all the way up until 1 year ago today. And I think we want to kind of start with.
Let's go down the line.
Yeah, we got to thank Jontron, Peanut Butter Gamer, Continue, Underbelly, Did You Know Gaming.
Everybody at Normal Boost.
Everyone at Indie Searchlight. We got Mark, really great guy. Everyone at the Game Station. Dar, Luis, Isaac, TJ.
Everyone at the Warp Zone.
Everyone at the Warp Zone. They were great to work with in this episode. They were great to us, and they're avid supporters of us and what we do.
Husky and Ro from
the Game Station for helping us out with Defend It. Zane and Michael, two of my best friends growing up. They've been a great asset to the show. Alex Fasciani,
new addition
to the show, but he cracks me up each and every time he works with us, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future with us and beyond.
And we also have Carlos Padilla for doing all the fantastic artwork that you see. Except for the first episode.
That was Dave. Dave.
Super Darv.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back on the channel in the episodes reloaded, it is Carlos' artwork, but all the way back in the day, it was Dave did the first artwork. Speaking of Dave, thank you to Dave, to Soa, to Sanji and Panda, and to these are all their pseudonyms on Skype and games and whatnot. A very special thank you to Brandon, aka Shadownos, from the Borderlands video. He does all of the special graphics and animations, especially the ones you've seen in this video and past videos. He always takes our ideas and just like gives them roids, and they blow up in such a great way.
Steroids, right?
Steroids, not hemorrhoids, because those are not the kind of roids we like on the show. Sure. Thank you to Jock, my brother, for being our financial support in making the show, and thank you to everyone for King of the Web. How can we forget? King of the Web. We're Kings of the Web for, I think, another day or so. Then it's probably someone else. Just a day. Yeah. But it's been a great 2 weeks as King of the Web. I didn't really get to say or announce much, but I guess what we can talk about for that kind of stuff is what's happening in Season 2 of The Completionist and some other things we've got lined up. We're going to be working with a lot of crazy cool people in the future. Just to name a few, we're going to be working with Nightwing01, K-Wing, he's a great guy. Pro Jared from Screw Attack, Josh from Indie Static, Mark from Indie Searchlight.
More Defendants, more Mediocrest.
More Defendants.
Might change a little bit here and there.
Yeah, but we feel that the Mediocrest, although it's a great concept, it's really hard to execute, and we might rebrand it so it's still Greg reviewing games, but it's not from the light of Greg sucks, because here's a spoiler right now we're sharing with you guys. Greg does not suck at video games.
Also, I own a castle.
One of those things is not true. Thank you to my entire family and my sisters for supporting me and trying their hardest to get all their friends in their industries to watch us. Thank you to my dad and to Maggie for not throwing me out.
That's always good.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for letting us get away with screaming and yelling at 3 or 4 in the morning to record that voiceover that is the highlight of our week for the episode. Thank you to your parents.
Yes, my parents watch the show.
They do.
Yeah, my brother does too, so thank you to you guys.
Yeah,
thanks to the Nikki Gann and
fiancé de Wilmot.
My lovely fiancé.
Thank you to everyone at Screw Attack, Pro Jared, Lauren, our fantastic partner coordinator who's responsible for getting all our videos on the front page of Screw Attack, and thank you to starting Craig and really the only people left to thank is the entire audience from the beginning until now.
Without you guys, we'd be nothing. So thank you for tuning in each and every week, and thanks for tuning in to all those live streams and talking and chatting. We'd love to have more people come to those too, so feel free to join us.
Yeah. Now we are going to be taking 1 week off because I need some sleep.
Gotta hang out at the castle for a little bit, you know.
So we're going to be taking 1 week off, but when we return, the Completionist will be back in full-fledged force for Season 2. And yeah, I think we've said it all, Greg.
That's it. Well, you've said most of it. I just said a few things here, so I guess it's kind of like a regular Completionist.
I feel like such a good...
Players!
Holy crap, how could I forget Gung Ho Al?
Hey everybody, you forgot Gung Ho Al. Thanks, Al Galletti.
Mr. Galletti, much love to you.
You rock and roll.
And Fraser President High
And
School.
thanks, Nikki.
Fraser President High School for life.
Fraser.
Can't forget Fraser.
All these people that we forgot. We're gonna be in trouble.
We're gonna be in trouble.
Thanks to everyone we forgot. There, I
Thank
covered
you
it.
to everyone we forgot. Thanks, Becky. Thanks, bye. Subscribe, like, comment, favorite, share, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit,
Bye.
Tumblr.